that time again for another one of those hang out with me videos. It's Saturday night and I'm alone. I have nobody to talk to, so I'm gonna hang out with y'all. But a lot of people have been asking me about the shadow box that I was working on in a previous video, and this is it. It is finished. If y'all seen the other video, you knew that I had already made the majority of these little paper roses, and I wasn't 100% happy with them. So I went back and redid all of them to make sure they were so evenly spaced, because I wanted this to be, you know, just as perfect as I could get it. I still have to take it apart and clean the glass, because I did get some glitter and stuff on it because I got so much going on in here. But I got to take it apart and clean the glass. But like I said, I was making it for a Valentine's Day gift. And, you know, like roses are for Valentine's Day. And the colors of the roses, you know, symbolizes different things. But real roses die. So, like, yeah, your love just died. Your flowers are dying here, but paper roses don't die. And they're in coffee colors, like shades of coffee or whatnot. And the sentiment is very, very true. And I've been on the fence about whether or not I should actually give this to the person I wanted to give it to. And I've been doing a lot of thinking here lately and talking with my friend Jason, and he's been making a lot of sense. So I don't know if I'm going to send this or not, but there it is. It's finished. Anyway, moving on. Listen, I've got a lot of stuff to tell y'all, and I really would just please bear with me. Just listen to what I have to say. I've got a lot of projects to show you and talk about my new Facebook group and all that. So a lot of people have been asking me also about the sparkly makeup brush holders that I've been making, if I'm going to have those for sale. Yes, I am. I'm going to have those for sale, and before I even dive into the graphics and everything and setting up an Etsy shop, I'm going to have a lot of things for sale in my Facebook group. I'll see how that goes. If that goes well, I might expand to Etsy, and then I'll pay, you know, like the extra monthly fees to have the shopping cart option on my website. So I'll see how everything goes. I've got tons of stuff to sell, tons of stuff to make, and I'll start that in my group. But I've been making these all day long today. I've got purple, pink, and white. These are not done. These need to have several more layers of glitter and Mod Podge put in them, and then to smooth them out. I have red. I have this emerald green, which has also got some gold and blues, and is really, really nice. This really dark blue here. And of course, the teal. And then I've got some more glitter here that I have not used yet. This pretty sapphire blue, silver, and gold. So, I've been making a lot of those. And yes, I have got paint all over my phalanges here, but it's okay because I've been working today. And if somebody on a craft channel watching a craft-based video has something to say about paint on my hands, then, you know, maybe you just need to skedaddle. You don't need to be in here. So, I've been working on that. Also, another thing I've been working on is I bought this little pack of wooden plaques from Hobby Lobby. They come, well, that's just warped. That's about as crooked as a politician. Look at that. But, yeah, these little wooden plaques. And I've been seeing these all over Pinterest and Etsy, and I thought they were such a cute idea. So I spray painted one in this pretty teal blue color. I glued on some shells and this cute little starfish guy. And then I cut out these words with my Cricut Maker. It says grandkids make life grand. My kids are 4 and 7. So no, I do not have any grandkids. But I just made this because I thought it was a cute idea. And then I glued some twine to the top to hang it with. And then down here, another piece of twine. And these tiny little clothespins. And you can clip photos, you know, all along the bottom. So I thought that these were really cute. I'm going to probably make up a handful of these. And I'll have these for sale as well. What else do I have going on? Oh, crochet. Crochet. Y'all know I love to crochet. So, where's my basket? What I have here is a virus blanket. I'm going to try to move my project here. Oh, Lord, I'm making a mess. Ah! Okay. One of my favorite yarns from Lion Brand is the mandala yarn, and this is in the colorway Gnome. I was kind of in the dumps the other day, and I was in the store just looking around, and I saw these bright colors, and I'm like, you know what? Those colors make me happy. They're bright, and they're just, I needed that. So I got them, and I started to make another virus blanket. I love the virus stitch. Once you get the hang of it, it's really mind-numbing. I mean, you know, you don't even have to think while you're doing this. But so far, this is how, I'm trying to not get it in any paint or anything, Lord. This is how it's coming out so far. Oh, look at my hook. It's exposing itself. Look at that. But, once I get through with this orange, it's going to fade back into the pink, and then it's just going to repeat going this way this time. So I really, really like this pattern. And y'all know, like I said, I won a 3rd place ribbon and an honorable mention ribbon in the state fair here in North Carolina last year for my crochet. And this year I'm trying to come up with something like really spectacular to wow the judges. Of course, you know, this is not all that spectacular. I can do a lot better than this. I'm going to get a blue ribbon this year, damn it, if it kills me. If I have to enter every single, not competition, but, you know, what is it? What's the thing? Oh my God. My train of thought has been derailed. Like, every little section of this big contest at the fair, I'm going to enter every single one that I can because I want a blue ribbon. And so, I'm trying to come up with something in my head, you know, to make and enter, because, you know, I do needlepoint and cross stitch, I sew and quilt and crochet and knit, and I weave, I can spin my own yarn. So, you know, I'm going to enter as many things as I can this year. I want no less than 4 ribbons, and one of those best be a blue ribbon. So, I'm very hard on myself because I know that I can do better. But let's see, what else am I working on? I think that was all that I had laying around here that I wanted to show y'all. But I did get my very first piece of fan mail the other day. It was really, really awesome. This came from Angela Reed. Is this not cute? It's a handmade card. Somebody made me something. Somebody took the time to make me something and to sit down and put it in an envelope and mail it. I mean, how awesome is that? You know, they just gave it to me. They just made it for me. And my favorite color is purple. And she even made it purple. And this little label here, it says, life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. And that's, I work on myself every single day, you know, to create a better version of me than I was yesterday. So this really resonated with me. You know, it was just a note, you know, thanking me for my videos and for taking the time to talk with y'all like I do. And then she made me these really cute little things. I'm going to use these as bookmarks. But, you know, these little paper clips with little hearts on it. I mean, I just thought that was so cool. You know, that somebody took the time. Because I was telling myself the other day, and I know I shouldn't be so hard on myself. I'm like, you know, you make all these wonderful things for people. And, you know, you're not even worth somebody buying a freaking card at the dollar store and putting a 50-cent stamp on it and throwing it in the mail to you. You're not even worth that. But, you know, somebody made me something. Took the time to make it and mail it to me. And that means a whole lot to me. It is very much appreciated. So thank you, Angela, for that. But I'm real excited because today, let me sit down. Today, I came across this book at a used book sale. And I adore used books. Yes, I've got paint on my hands. Okay, that's what all this white stuff is. I've got paint all over my hands. It's on my phalanges. I'm a crafter. Don't worry about it. Again, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, my cat is over here driving me nuts. But anyway, this book is called The Professor and the Madman. It is an absolutely terrific book. And I really do recommend it to anybody that's interested, you know, like in grammar or just the spelling, literary, anything. I have a love for words. I love them. I love words. And I want to tell y'all a kind of a funny story about how I came across reading this book for the first time. Years ago, I was a home health nurse, and I was called out to go to this home. And at the time, you know, even though they let me wear scrubs, I could wear like all my gothic jewelry and all the really awesome stuff that I wanted to wear. And I drove a Dodge Dakota. It was purple and it had flames coming up the front. I mean, everybody knew me by that truck, you know. And I pull up to this house and I go in, and it looks like a museum almost. And I was pretty impressed with this house. And I go in, and there's this guy there. He needs me to take care of his mom while he goes and plays trivia at the Mellow Mushroom. And I told him, I'm like, I love trivia. You know, anything that has to do with knowledge, I love that. And he had like a chess board. I'm like, I dig chess too, man. I'm all into chess. And he had all these books. And I complimented his books. And he's like, you know, you like books, this is awesome. And he had like Lord of the Rings. I said, I love Tolkien. And he's like, well, that's awesome because I love Tolkien too. And then he starts to leave and he sees my truck and he comes back. He's like, oh my God, are you single? You know, I'm like, no, sorry, but I'm not, dude. And come to find out, you know, I love Ren fairs. Like the North Carolina Ren Fair, I absolutely love it. I love the whole thing. And it turns out that this guy actually played Lord Mayor at the time. I don't think he does anymore, but he was the mayor in the Ren Fair. And he had all these awesome costumes hanging up and everything. And we got to talking about how much I love to read and stuff. And he's like, have you ever read The Professor and the Madman? Like, no. And he lent me, he didn't even know me. And he lent me the book. And it was just such an incredible thing to read. And it's not even that long, but it's just such an incredible thing to read. And I really do, you know, suggest that if you're looking for a good book, just go get it. Like I said again, The Professor and the Madman by Simon Winchester. It's just really, really cool. So I'm going to continue working on this craft here while I'm talking and ranting about this book and just getting some of this stuff out of the way. But I guess it'd fall under history books, I guess. But let's get that out of the way. But what it was is it's about these two guys that pretty much had to do with the entire making of what is known today as the Oxford Dictionary. You know, like the standard of dictionaries. You know, and it was back in like 1857. And this guy wanted to make a book comprised of as many definitions of words in the English language as he could get a hold of. And so, you know, he made it known that this is what he was trying to do, and for people to write him letters and send him information on, you know, the words that they were familiar with and the definitions that that went along with those words. And he noticed that he did get a lot, but there was this one guy, and he was a doctor. Actually, Dr. Miner had sent this guy over 10,000 words. I mean, just on genius levels, right? Had just kept on sending in these words, just thousands and thousands. It was right over 10,000 words that this guy sent in. And, excuse me, what was the guy? James Murray. James Murray, the guy that had started this whole thing, that started to write the dictionary, he wanted to get in touch with this guy who he thought was like probably like this big genius professor, you know, sitting in an office somewhere just doing nothing, but, you know, like racking his brain of knowledge and everything, and comes to find out that the guy, Dr. Miner, was actually an inmate in an asylum for the criminally insane. So it's like this guy that like society had just cast aside and deemed as crazy, you know, was sending in all of these words. So it's like a crazy man pretty much helped to put the dictionary together, you know, and it was just, I know it might seem, you know, boring to a lot of people, but, you know, I just found that really, really fascinating, which, you know, was why I was so excited to come across that book today. Actually, I got it today for, it was 25 cents, I think it was, anyway. I was just so stoked about that. Yeah, people are out partying and having dinner with their sweethearts and whatnot, and I'm here sitting here, you know, like just utterly ecstatic about getting a 25-cent book, and I'm painting flower pots, you know, whatever, to each their own. I'm wild like that. But yeah, I was just so stoked to come across this book, and I'm like, I've just got to rant about it. I like to recommend books, you know. I love historical books anyway, you know, books that, if you like stuff like Twilight and whatnot, that's your thing, and that's fine. It's just not what I'm into. I like things that contain like actual knowledge, you know. And if I want fiction or something, I'll read some Stephen King. But excuse me, you know, I'll read some Stephen King or something like that. But yeah, I like knowledge. Knowledge is power, y'all. And this was a book that just really, really resonated with me. And now I'm thinking, did I ever give that man his book back? I think I did. I don't know. He had hundreds and hundreds of books in that house. He probably wouldn't have missed it if I didn't, but I swear I think I did. But, I'm like, why would a stranger let me borrow his book, you know? But I just thought that was really cool of him to do that. Oh my gosh, look, Walmart. I got these at Walmart, and you can't even get the stupid labels off of them. It's like, Walmart, okay, put a round label on the bottom. That's all you gotta do. And now to get this off, I'm just gonna sand it a little bit with this old nail file that I use for crafts. What I'm doing here is you're probably saying, what in the world is she doing? No, I'm just, I'm aging these terracotta flower pots just a little bit. I like that look. And all I'm doing is I'm just taking some chalk paint and I'm just kind of dabbing them a little bit. And then I'm taking a wet paper towel and going back over them. And yeah, well that's messy. Just taking a wet paper towel and going back over them just to, you know, like knock some of the excess paint off. And smooth it around. You know how terracotta gets. You know, like when you leave it outside for a while, it gets like that white film over it. Yeah. That's all I'm doing here. Because I'm in the middle of filming a tutorial. And I'm at that point where I had to stop and actually, you know, like work on the thing a little bit before I could continue. So that's why I'm doing this. That's why I've got paint all over myself, but who do I have to impress, you know? Like I said, other people are out with their sweethearts having a good time, and I'm sitting at home doing this. Yelling at my dog to get out of my bathtub and talking to the cats. So, there's that. But yeah, talking about my new Facebook group. I'll put the link down below for that. And I started that because I've gotten a lot of, you know, messages from people on here saying, is there a place where, you know, I can send some photos to you of my wreath? You know, I'm having problems with this or that. Can I send you some pictures? And you can't do too much on YouTube, right? And you really can't do too much with a Facebook business page. So I thought that a Facebook group would be the best way, you know, that we can all just sit around and yak and talk and, you know, share crafts. And I've got tons of recipes. On my website, you know, I can, oh my God, do you see this mess? Lord have mercy. And, you know, we can all communicate a lot better. Yeah. And, of course, you know, I'll have, like I mentioned earlier, I'll have some things for sale in there. So, I just thought, oh, screw it. Let's put that over there. We'll go back to that one here in a minute. Got paint all over myself. It's alright. It washes off. There's this chalk paint. It washes off pretty well. And you can make your own. You know, I didn't have any chalk, but you just take like acrylic paint and you shave, like with a cheese grater, just shave a few sticks of chalk into it, and it'll mix chalky paint. I just didn't have any chalk candy. Oh, for the love of Mama Dixie. Do you see this? And it's so hard to get labels off of terracotta because terracotta is very porous and absorbent, so you can't use anything that's like, you know, chemical based, like nail polish remover, like acetone or whatever, because it will absorb down into it, and it will hold on to it for a while, and then it doesn't work well. I've tried that a long time ago, and it just didn't work well. So what I'm trying to do is just get the majority of it off. And then I'm going to have to go back with some water and take that off. But, oh, here's one. I didn't even see this little guy. We'll work with him. But yeah, you can go into that group and post pictures of your crafts. Let me see what you've been working on. And, you know, just yak and talk, and we can do that. About this, that, and everything. If you want to talk about books, post some books in there. It doesn't have to necessarily be about crafts, although I would like to keep it like DIY based. You know, like mostly crafts and things that you make. I mean, it doesn't have to be, you know, things that I've made. I mean, if you've got an idea, put it in there. I don't mind. You know, just a lot better way to talk. And I've also been looking at getting an actual P.O. box because I've had, you know, so many people asking, you know, can I send you something? Or can we have like a gift exchange or something? Like, I don't know, like Angela did send me those cute little paperclip things, you know, then, you know, if somebody sends me something, who knows? You might just get something in the mail from me, like a handmade card, or it might be like a vinyl decal or something that I've cut out on my Cricut. You know, you never know what it might be. And I thought that it would be fun. But, yeah, I'm not comfortable with giving out my physical address. So, I might just get that set up, and I think it would be fun to do. I'm going to look into that. But I've been asked a lot to do like live feeds and stuff like that. And I've thought about that. And the lights that I'm using right now, they are extremely harsh. They're like, they're professional photography lights. And it's a really big hassle because I'm in a small space right now to get out my soft boxes and all that and set all of that up. And then I need a taller tripod because I don't have one of those. I need a tripod in order to angle some things around to be able to, you know, make a video like that. So that's my main concern right now. When I get all of that squared away, then yeah, I'll make a few videos, you know, showing me, but the majority of my videos are still going to be like this because my focus is on crafts. My focus is on my hands and what they're doing. You know, it's not going to be a focus on, oh, look at my clothes, look at my jewelry, look at my makeup. No, it's going to be a focus on the DIYs. Oh my gosh, it's sticking to me. So, you know, but anyway, that's what I've got going on. If you've got any questions for me, like any type of question, it don't have to be craft related, any type of question, drop it down in the comments below. And in my next Hang Out With Me video, I will go over them, you know, while I'm actively doing something. And I'll try to answer all of them. But, you know, no guarantees, but I will definitely try to answer all of them. So drop me a question down below. What would you like to know? So, that's enough of my ranting. I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to try to get all the labels off of these darn things. I done tore my nail polish up. It's okay. I can redo it. But, I hope to see y'all next time for a bit more rant and talk and chat and all that fun stuff. So, give me a thumbs up and click subscribe and look down below. Check me out on other forms of social media. All of those links are in the description box. And come find me in my new Facebook group. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.